What does the fox say? You know that one? Yeah. Another club joins the race for Erling Haaland. The investigation continues into reports of racist abuse at White Hart Lane, the latest on Guardiola's stay-or-go situation at Man City, and all the latest transfer gossip. That and more in today's Onefootball Daily News, the last one before Christmas. I'm Paddy, filling in for Matt. Let's get going. Now, first up is an update on Norwegian man-child Erling Haaland. Now, nothing out of Norway has been this popular since that What Does the Fox Say song a few years ago, with yet another club in the line for his signature. Now, we knew about Leipzig, we knew about Dortmund, and we knew about Manchester United. But please welcome another club to the Erling Haaland love-in. Yes, it's Juventus. Their interest was revealed by a Leipzig representative yesterday, who also admitted that it was not easy to sign the 19-year-old. Prices for him have varied between 30 and 80 million, so there's still a lot to emerge about any move for the Norwegian, let alone when it might be and who it might be too. One thing is for sure, Haaland definitely has a decent club or two to choose from when the time comes to make a decision on his future. Now to those sad scenes from Sunday's match between Spurs and Chelsea, with of course the reports that Antonio Rudiger was racially abused by members of the crowd. The investigation is continuing. Spurs are taking statements and working with police to find the alleged culprits. They're also going to bring in lip readers to help with their investigation. As well as the abuse directed at Rudiger, there are also reports that Spurs player Son Heung-min was racially abused by a Chelsea fan who was then ejected after fellow travelling supporters reported him to staff. Now, clubs, players, the league, everyone involved has come out and condemned this stuff pretty hard, and rightly so. There are going to be life bans threatened for anyone found guilty of racist abuse. Now to the latest in the will he, won't he re-sign at Man City, or will he head off? Yes, it's Pep Guardiola and his contract situation at the Etihad. We believe this one's going to roll on a bit longer, with Guardiola saying he's not thinking about a new deal, and that it's not just his decision, but also the club's. Guardiola is in his 5th season at City and has tasted plenty of highs, including 2 Premier League titles. But the Champions League has evaded Pep at City, much as it did at Bayern before, and his team is also 11 points from top spot in the Premier League. Now, Pep, of course, has a history of just doing things his own way. If he's not feeling at City, he will definitely walk. Remember, this is a guy who's never been sacked. It's always been his decision when he's left a club. Either way, we're going to have to wait a bit longer to see how this one rolls out. Now to our transfer news, and let's start with Arsenal. As we mentioned yesterday, there could be a ton of players now linked with the club, with Mikel Arteta now at the helm. But could that also mean departures? First up could be Lucas Torreira, who has failed to maintain his bright start at the Gunners and is now being linked to Napoli. The price, somewhere between 30 and 35 million euros if the papers are to be believed. Now, Torreira clearly wasn't happy under Unai Emery, but has started every match under Freddie Ljungberg. And given Arsenal aren't exactly in smashing form in the middle of the park, we have to ask the question, do we really see him leaving? Now let's turn our attention to Atletico Madrid, who are reportedly in for not just one, but 2 veteran big names in January. First is Edinson Cavani. With playing time scarce for him at PSG and his contract running out, he has reportedly agreed a 2.5-year deal with Atleti. Now, PSG want to keep him until the end of the season, but the Uruguay is angling for a January move. Atleti should have an easier time of it, landing their second transfer target, which is Manchester United man Nemanja Matic. Now, he's been told he can leave as soon as he finds a good home, with Atleti, Inter and AC Milan all in the hunt for his signature. Last but not least, let's of course talk about Zlatan Ibrahimovic and his search for a new club. Unfortunately for him, it seems it's not going to be Everton, with Carlo Ancelotti talking up his relationship with the big Swede, but ruling out a move. Sorry Zlatan, you're going to have to wait till after Christmas before you find yourself a new home. But that's it. Thanks again for joining us on another Onefootball Daily News. This is our last one for a couple of days. We're back on the 27th of December. So for all you watching at home, we wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. And if you don't practice it, a happy holidays. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.